Captain America Civil War is a superhero film, and let me put it this way, I hated this film so much! And before I continue with the rest of this film, I'm gonna warn you all right now, I am gonna spoil a lot of things. This is a spoiler review, and you don't want me to spoil the film for you, then just back out of this video now and don't watch it, because trust me, I'm gonna talk about a lot of important details that just annoyed the living hell out of me. This was a stab in the back. This film annoyed me on so many levels. I'm not even kidding. This film has gotten nothing but praise, but for me, I hated this film so much. There are literally 3 things I liked about this film. Number 1, the character of Captain America. Number 2, this is by far the best Spider-Man I've seen so far. And number 3, there is an action scene that was the best action scene I've ever seen, but that's about it. Everything else in this film I hated so much. Let's start with the name, Civil War. This is the comic book storyline everybody has wanted to see for so long. However, the film treats the storyline as a side plot. That's right. So, a film called Civil War, and you take the plot of that and you turn it into a subplot. Are you kidding me? So what's the main plot of the story? It's basically a continuation of the Winter Soldier storyline. Really? 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 No. Are you kidding me? So yeah, the Civil War storyline isn't the main plot. It's the name of your film, yet you don't even focus on it. Are you kidding me? And let me get to the most exciting thing people were excited to see. All these superheroes coming together and just brawl. Well, let me tell you, this ain't no Avengers film. There are only 12 of them, and a large majority of them aren't even on screen for that long. You thought Ant-Man had a big part? No, he's only on screen for 5 minutes. Maybe more, I can't remember, because there were so many other things that annoyed me. And a lot of these characters have just gotten worse as time has gone on. Like, I have never hated the character of Tony Stark and Iron Man more than I have with this film. Never, like, this is the most pretentious I've ever seen Tony Stark get. And I just hated every single thing about this character. Yes, I know, like, this character is a bit pretentious, but no, not like this. And a lot of the reasons for these characters to sign with the Registration Act and to not are just stupid. Like, one of the most stupid is Scarlet Witch. Basically, she's considered a threat to mankind, so what do? They just lock her in the house. And I expected all these superheroes to brawl, like, throughout the film, but no. Only one scene do all these superheroes fight. One scene. I know that's not the focus, but come on. It's called Civil War. It concerns every superhero. No, how many superheroes does this concern in the Civil War storyline in this film? 12. It concerns 12 superheroes. What about the other 100 superheroes there are? There was also this one unnecessary factor to this film. The villain. This film didn't need a villain. And so they got this random guy, like, he's based off a villain, like, he's based off a comic book villain, like Zemo is his name. And, like, his plot for his evil plot isn't even that evil at all. It's basically a revenge plot. And this character was just worthless. Like, he did nothing. I'm not even kidding. He did nothing. Anything he even did, he did off screen. Everything else, nothing else. Like, and his main plan was to turn the Avengers against each other. What? That's your plot? By far, this is the worst Marvel supervillain yet. I have seen better MCU villains than this one. Hell, even Guy Pearce Mandarin was better than this. All he did was breathe bloody fire. This guy had nothing. His entire plan was to turn the Avengers against each other? Are you kidding me? And the pacing for this film was so bad. Like it jumped from cool action scene to diplomatic scene to cool action scene to another diplomatic scene, and just went over. And that's the whole pacing. It like went from action, talking, action, talking, action, talking. Come on! And this film is littered with plot holes. Like I could go on, but I don't want to make this too long. Like there are so many plot holes that just didn't make sense. And I'm only telling you maybe like a quarter of the problems. There are more problems with this film. The quality of this film was just poor. And that's one word I describe this film. Poor. The whole film is poor. Overall, even though I hated this film so much, I'm still recommending it to people because it's a superhero film, and superhero films are the biggest thing in the world right now. Nothing I have said in this video will stop people from seeing this film. This has been entirely my opinion, and I am not... And with these reviews, I'm not trying to drive people away to see these films, but I'm just giving you my thoughts. And I know this film is getting a lot of praise, but from a person like me who saw this film, I absolutely hated this film. It was horrendous. It was an embarrassment. This was the biggest stab in the heart since Iron Man 3. Not only did they waste a great storyline, but turn it into a side plot, this film will never make my top 10 films of 2016. This film will be nowhere near that list, ever. The 3 points I noted earlier, Captain America, Spider-Man, and this one epic fight that happened, and you will know what it is when you see it. Those are the only highlights of the film. However, with these 3 points, nothing could excuse the absolute mess I saw with this film. And I'm gonna give this film, as much as it pains me, a 3 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my channel below. I'm NETX5. Thank you for watching.